up by the Cardinals Racing, and that's a terrific start for Iqbal Abdul Malik. And Cardinals have done pretty well. Very congested though in there on that first corner. And there isn't a casualty. One rider is down, Steve Martin.
Oh, and there's a couple that's having a couple of problems there as well, but everyone seems to be back under control. You can see Ahmed Fazli Sham having a bit of an issue there as well. Is that one of the RCB machines? Difficult to see from that angle.
I think it was. Warren Wello had to stand up tall as well, so we've had one out on the formation lap. We tell you, Underbone is unpredictable. That's exactly what we've got at the moment, and they try to get themselves going. Let's have a look at the damage.
Yeah, you can just see there in the background, we're looking a bit of a high side moment there. One of the guys has to stand himself up. Then there's three of them there, all in trouble, and just dragging that bike off the track at the moment, which is good to see. But back out front, it is the Cardinals Racing rider, Iqbal, who's right up there doing a good job. And is that him come down again, number 29? That looks like it's Mohammed Hildan.
Mohammed Hildan on his debut on the Honda. He's got real problems with his handling. He will be lucky to get back racing on the track as they come up the hill towards the second half of this opening lap, which is already full of incidents. I promise you, incidents on every lap of every race of this season in the Underbones. If you look away for a second, something significant will change. Something significant, though. Cardinals Racing are following up their form on the qualification by leading into the first lap. I think it's Iqbal as they come into the final stage of this first lap.
Yeah, he is, and his teammate Ahmed Fazl Sham is just behind him there in fourth position as well. Bit of a moment there from Wayo Aji Trilaksana. Just saw the back of his bike breaking loose. It does take a lap or two before these tyres get to warm up around this circuit, so everybody is just trying their hardest to go as fast as they can, and yet you can see the movement. Two groups appeared here now. That back group of riders just struggling to keep up with this front group. Slipstream here is a big thing.
Ahmed Fazrul Sham is the man who will be leading as they come into the end of the first lap. He has taken Iqbal alongside with him. Wayu Aji Trilaksana as well is there. They go through Ahmed Fazli, Wayu Aji, Akid Aziz, former champion, Fernando Masato, who had such a good season. Iqbal, Hazik Farous in P6, as is usual. 10 places separated by 0.74 of a second.
Richie Taroya just made a great move up the inside there, puts himself in third, goes back to fourth into turn 3 there. Keep an eye on Akid Aziz too. How desperate was he to win the championship last year? It came down to the last round and he missed out. He wants to win it this year. Kyle McKinley Paz has gone, of course. Moved
Certainly
up.
does. Kyle McKinley Paz will be in the Supersport 600 later on today. That's a big step up for him. Akid Aziz, though, yeah, I remember the anguish on his face as he went out. As we go into the pit lane, Izzat Zaidi disconsolate. As you say, it looks like he had problems on turn number 4 in the formation lap.
Yeah, difficult to know what that was. Hopefully we can bring you more information. Fernando Masato's up there as well, the number 17 machine. Good to see him up there on the Yamaha Sniper 150, the Uma Racing Philippine team rider.
Hazik Farous as well, the teenager. Is that Akid Aziz making a move in bike number 13.
Yep.
Here's a long track. It's 5.5 kilometers, so we're barely midway through the second lap. And Ahmed Fazli Sham, as opposed to Ahmed Fazrul Sham, goes around the outside. Wayu Aji is closed off by Akid Aziz. The riders are being a little bit circumspect, which you can understand because this is a long race.
Well, you don't want to make any mistakes at this moment, Des. You're really just going to try and hold it all together. But the Cardinals team member, they're not sure which one it was. A little bit desperate up the inside, and you can see that group is starting to stretch out now. Important if you're in the back of this group to get a hustle on. You want to be near the front because, as we've said, and as you said, this is a long circuit.
It's Masato going around the outside. Wayu Aji Trilaksana is the leader as they come into the first of these two long straights. They've just gone around turn number 14. This is a long straight until they have the hairpin on turn 15, and then the long straight coming back. This will all be about just understanding where they can make their best moves as Masato is being pushed aside. Coming in there, Richie Taroa, and the Cardinals Racing have come from a long way back on that long straight significantly, Steve Martin, and it's Cardinals back in P1 on Ahmed Fazrul Sham.
Yeah, and he's had a good test too to see if he can make it to the finish line, leading out of the got his plan for the last lap, that's for sure. Keep an eye on that number 17 machine though, Fernando Masato. He's won here before, and he won here in 2019, the second race. So he knows Sepang and he knows how to win here, and he leads at the moment.
The Yuma Racing Yamaha team very, very strong. Akid Aziz was there as well. I noticed Akid had a lot of straight line speed coming off the hairpin. He got himself into P3 at the end of the second lap. Ahmed Fazrul Sham, Richie Terror, Akid Aziz, Waya Aji, Fernando Masato, Wawawello also up there. Gupita Krishna, Iqbal Malik and Fairuz. And again, the top 11 within 0.7 of a second. It is truly unpredictable in the Bone 150.
Well, of course, well known in this paddock, and he can win on his day, that's for sure, so keep an eye on him. I seem to remember in Thailand, the last race meeting we had last year, he was very prominent in the results.
Certainly was. There he is, just on the tail end of the race leader as we come in towards the back half of the first half of this long circuit. In fact, Wawawello is the man who has gone into the lead ahead of Akid Aziz. Gorgeous circuit here at Sepang, and when it's not too hot, when it's lines, as Akid Aziz is swallowed up, Masato comes through on the inside with Wayu Aji Trilaksana. They take that difficult sharp left and into a sharp right as they go up the hill. Difficult conditions because you've got to get your line just right, Steve Martin.
Yeah, you certainly do. And there's obviously on these smaller machines, they don't quite carry the same speed as some of the bigger machines, so they can take different lines. But it's all about just trying to be as economical as you can, staying out of trouble, trying to find out where you are stronger than your teammate. You can just see there's a perfect example of 15 different lines working perfectly, because the whole group of those guys are all over the place as they head onto that long back straight. This is the part of the track, though, Des, where these guys are going to have to start thinking about that last lap. Where do they need to be in the group? Will they be in 4th or 5th of that group to slipstream past? They're working on it now. Got to be careful doing that, though, slipping all the way over the track. You can get penalised if you're too violent on that last lap. We've seen it before.
Ahmed Fazrul Sham it was who made that, in inverted commas, violent move, but it's an effective move because he will be leading, will he, or he'll be very close to it. No, he's overtaken again. This is Akid Aziz, who has shown great speed alongside Hazik Fairuz, the white helmet, Hazik Fairuz, and Akid Aziz in P6. So this is going to be a genuine sprint to the line off that final hairpin at the end of turn 6, lap 6.
Gupita Krishna is up there as well. Richie Taraya, he's always a front charger as they get to about the halfway point in this race now. One of the guys couldn't quite catch the number. Ahmed Fazrul Sham, I think it could have been, was off the track there.
Fazrul, bike number 11 on the Cardinals Racing. He has disappeared a little bit further back. Coming forward, the race leader is Ahmed Fazrul Sham. So it wasn't Ahmed Fazrul Sham.
It could have been Gupta Krishna that ran wide there, I think. Didn't seem to affect him too much, though. He's back on track.
Story this is, though, for Cardinals Racing. Aziz is in there, Masato's in there, Wawawello, bike number 38 in the yellow livery. Look out for him.
In fact, it was Wawawello. He's always an exciting rider to watch, causing trouble out on track, isn't he? So he's giving it everything he can out there.
Bit of distance, though, for the race leader. Cardinals, wow. They have got some superpowers this weekend. P1, P2. Ahmed Fazrul Sham is leading the way. Behind him, you've got Iqbal.
Just see once again it's the number 60 Wayu Aji Trilaksana who just closes up with the brakes, but as you say, it's Ahmed Fazrul Sham with 3-4 bike lengths lead at the moment, doing a great job out there, but I just can't help but feel that he's going to get sucked up on these long straights here.
Wayu Aji Trilaksana it is, who's in close proximity. Kavita Krishna not too far behind, neither is Akid Aziz. A couple of the debutants just to talk you through. John Agito currently in P15, the last of the point scorers. He's just ahead of Effendi Rosley and Hafiza Rosa. Iswandi Muis, another debutant, and Adlif Tofik, P19. Kerwin Chang, sorry, from Philippines, P20. Last at the moment, struggling at this level, is Toha Dongni from Vietnam. He's in P23.
Just quickly, as well as we look at the riders heading down the back straight again, up the inside goes number 60 of Wayu Aji Trilaksana. Just didn't quite get it, but we'll just quickly talk about the team's championships. In years gone by, if a team's got 5 riders, any rider can be involved in that championship. This year the rules have changed so that at the start of the year the teams have to pick 2 riders that go towards a team's championship.
Quite a lead of 0.244 of a second, which in normal circumstances nothing. In Underbone is massive, and it's soon swallowed up for Ahmed Fazrul Sham.
And the 2 Cardinals riders are back right up near the front of that group. Good to see them. Boy, that team's come a long way in such a short period of time.
Wayu Triloxana, Fazli Sham, he's up there at bike number 46 as well, alongside Wayu Triloxana. So Fazli was in P14 midway through the previous lap. Now he got himself up into P3. He's dropped back. He's in the green livery right in the middle of that group at the back, but always keep an eye out for Ahmed Fazli Sham. They're a talented pairing, those 2 brothers. Ahmed Fazrul led the way. Ahmed Fazli is really worth keeping an eye on. As Akid Aziz puts some pressure, as does Hazik Farous. Hazik Farous I'm a big fan of. He's in bike number 27.
Yeah, Wawan there in 3rd position at the moment too, and you can just see the intensity start to increase now as we start to come into the last couple of laps of this one. Everybody is really starting to get desperate to make sure that they're positioned perfectly for that last lap.
Quite a few incidents of riders dropping out in lap number 1. There haven't been so many incidents since. Plenty of change of the lead as Fernando Masato goes into this left-hander and then heads up the hill. So he leads with about 1 3/4 of a lap to go, so about 8.5 kilometers still to race. Masato it is who drives away. He's taken Akid Aziz with him.
Yeah, it's at that point now where you've really just got to put the hammer down if you've been looking after your tyres. You've got to go throw caution to the wind now. These guys will be throwing everything up the inside. I really like the way that the number 60 there, Wayu Triloxana, just is able to dive to the inside of any corner. He's strong on the brakes. That will pay dividends in that last corner if he can position himself correctly.
Masato has the lead as they are midway down the long straight, and then Wayu just overtakes him, battling for the best position, forced very, very wide. It's the Cardinals Racing of Ahmed Fazrul Sham who leads, and very tight to him. I think that'll be Akid Aziz close to him. Masato being dragged along as well. Hazik Farous in that group, but Akid Aziz it is who will lead going into the final lap by a wheel length. That is going to be one heck of a sprint to the line in about 2.5 minutes time.
One of the Cardinal bikes takes to the dirt on the outside, hard on the brakes now as they head into turn 1. And it is Wayu Triloxana who leads the way in what is going to be a very frenetic last lap.
We promise you unpredictability. The one predictable thing is that it will be unpredictable, and there will be a sprint right from the very end. But look at this, Wayu Triloxana coming down the hill has got himself into a heck of a lead as they go round corner number 3 and head up towards the treacherous turn 4, which has taken a couple of people out on it so far. Let's hope there's no incidents today. I think everybody's got their racing line sorted. Pushed out wide, Ahmed Fazli Sham. That's a big mistake from him.
Yeah, absolutely. Just looked like he went out that little bit too wide there. Looked like he hit that the water there as well, which luckily he managed to hold it together. But sitting in a pretty second position, he's got a lot of work to do now if he wants to make it onto the podium. Meanwhile, it is the number 60 out front, Wayu, who's got everything on edge at the moment, trying to pull away from that group.
Wawanwelo in P2 in the yellow livery. Behind them, Richie Turo, the Indonesian. It is a healthy lead, but there is still best part of 3 kilometers still to race. Wawanwelo comes out. Ahmed Fazrul Sham moves into P2. They've closed the gate just a little bit as they come up this left-hand corner, up the hill. A nervous look behind him from Wayu Triloxana.
It's Akid Aziz who's in probably about the perfect position at the moment as they head towards that back sector of the circuit. He's in about 4th or 5th in this group. The perfect positioning to get that slipstream. So he will be doing everything he can. But meanwhile, back out front, these 2 guys giving it everything they can.
Wayu Triloxana, the first of 2 right-handers before the 2 long straights. Cardinals Racing, Ahmed Fazrul Sham is trying to just stick along with Wayu Triloxana. It's now all a case of Wayu putting his head down, reducing the wind speed ahead of him on this, and he's keeping close to the grandstand.
Yep, if anyone's going to go past him, it's going to be around the outside, and it is. It's Ahmed Fazrul Sham who does make the dive. He's gone all the way out in the car move, but up the inside.
Wayuaji on the inside. Can he hold on? Wayuaji Chileksana. It is a sprint to the line. At the end, it's Wayuaji Chileksana. Can he hold on? Wayuaji holds off, and Wayuaji takes a phenomenal victory. He enjoys that. Ahmed Fazrul Sham ahead of Pirapong Luboin playing Aki Aziz and Warren Wello. Well, what a start to the season.
Yeah, what a great result for those guys. Really, really good to see that. And we didn't even mention Pirapong Luboin Peng. He came from nowhere in that one.
He was always hanging around P6, 7, 8 and 9, but Wayuaji Chileksana, he took a gamble of taking a big lead, tried to hold on, but he was swallowed up in that final straight, Steve Martin.
Yeah, but as we saw throughout the race, he'd tested himself how good he could brake compared to the others, and he did. He into that final corner, he broke later, managed to pull it off, took that inside line and won the race. So that was just so good to see. What a great result for him. And Ahmed Fazrul Sham, wow, good to see him as well in that second position. Really, really impressive for him and the Cardinals racing team. Great results. They've come from nowhere, that Cardinals racing team. And talk about coming from nowhere, Pirapong Luboin Peng. Wow, what a result for him too. The number 24 rider, the team won for all. Well, he wanted to get on that podium more than anything, and he did a great job at it. We didn't mention him too much in the race, Des, but you know, to be fair, he did a great job. So really, really impressed.
Well, Wayuaji Chileksana, that is career win number 7 in what it is, 4th start. Wayuaji ahead of Ahmed Fazrul Sham, Pirapong Aki Aziz.